Well, hello there. So recently we had a client come to us saying they wanted to reduce their advertising expenditure because their revenue was down. And their revenue was down because of changing market forces, right? Their total market shrank, and because their market shrank, they felt they could spend less in marketing to get the same return. But I'm not sure that's true. Matter of fact, I'm quite certain it isn't. So I thought today, let's explore marketing as either a fixed expense, one that doesn't change with changing revenues, or a variable expense, one that does. And to do so, we'll use some hypothetical numbers here based on a fictitious market and company that does not exist. So in our hypothetical scenario, let's just say 2021, we invest $500,000 in marketing. The total market is $100 million. And with that $500,000 investment, we are able to capture 5% market share. That gives us revenue of $5 million. 5% of 100 is 5. So now we move to 2022, and let's just say as a variable cost, we carry over 10% of our previous year's revenue as marketing expenditure in the following year. So now we're investing $500,000 again. But this year, our total market drops to $80 million. There's been a bit of a pullback in the market. So now our 5% market share is only $4 million. So that sets us up for next year, 2023, with only a $400,000 investment. Let's say next year is the same thing. Market's down 20%, so we're at $80 million. But now we've only invested $400,000, so we're only going to capture 4% of this hypothetical market to bring us to a $3.2 million in revenue. Because we carry forward 10%, we're going to invest $320,000 in marketing in 2024. But now the market bounces back, and it bounces back hard. Now it's actually a $120 million market, but we're only capturing 3.2% of that. So we only get $3.8 million in revenue. So these are the kind of yo-yos and variables you get when you put marketing as a variable cost. But let's look at the exact same numbers, only this time marketing as a fixed cost. So as a fixed cost, we're going to invest $500,000, $100 million market. We're going to capture 5% for $5 million. But now, instead of taking 10%, we're just going to carry that $500,000 investment all the way across and just consistently pound the same amount of money into marketing. So in 2022, our total market drops to 80 million. We still capture 5%, so we get 4 million in revenue. 2023, 80 million, 5%, 4 million in revenue. But now 2024, when it bounces back, we have 120 million. We're capturing that full 5%. We capture $6 million in revenue in 2024. Now remember, on the variable cost model, we were only getting 3.8%. So that's a huge jump in revenue in 2024 because we've maintained that market share through the downturn in the market. Okay, so let's total things up. Under the variable cost model, we spend a total of $1.7 million over 4 years on marketing and net out $16 million in revenue. That results in a marketing as a percentage of revenue of 10.5%. Compare that with the fixed model, and we invest $2 million, $500,000 per year over 4 years, but we net out $19 million in revenue. That actually produces a lower marketing as a percentage of revenue at 10.5%. And I know this is an overly simplistic model. Your investment doesn't necessarily map exactly to market share. But it's a lot closer than assuming $1 in marketing gets you $1 out in revenue, because that's not how things work. Furthermore, you might think I cherry-picked this data, but I actually ran a simulation of 1,000 of these models, and the fixed cost marketing model actually beats variable 54% of the time. Furthermore, there is significantly less risk. Like way less risk with a fixed cost model. I'll be detailing more of that data in a future blog post, But just know that I did my homework, and this is real across a broad array of different scenarios. If this video sparks any comments, questions, thoughts, etc., please post them in the comments. Otherwise, if you got value out of this, please like or share this content, and I'll see you next time.